Burger and the plane ticket can cost you the exact same amount, compounding over a year. So it's up to you to decide what to do with the thing that you're trying to save in order to understand what compounding is. Today we will discuss very briefly what's compounding and how you can take advantage of it, not only in stocks and saving any amount of money, but in everything you do in your life. Basically, you're trying to save time in order to learn valuable skills, but you need to learn valuable skills in a way that you get the most out of it, you know. And a little introduction about me. I'm Georgios Pantios, I'm from Greece, I'm 30, and I'm trying to change my life over the year. And I changed one thing in February, you know. I was fed up with noise, inflammation inside and outside, and the version of me was the worst version of me. So I decided to change one thing, and that was my walking steps. I started by walking what my smartwatch said as a target. It was 7,000 steps. And I said to myself, okay, if I can do that, then I can add maybe one step per day, every day. And of course, that's fluctuating, but the target remained incremental. The target remained incremental over the days, you know. So you need to act in compounding ways when it comes to not only money, but your body, your soul, your skills, stuff like this. Let's take a look at this very, very informative graph that I made for you. Basically, it shows what compounding can do, you know. One thing before we start this is that the average person spends 4 to 5 hours per day on their mobile phones, which makes this such a waste of time, you know. If we could somehow save 4 hours per day, or even 3, let's go with 3, which is a much more conservative idea, you know. Now we have around 1,000 hours per year to spend on something that we want. This can be the gym, this can be learning a new skill, spending time with people, getting more social, whatever you want. But what matters the most is what we do with this time over the years. You can go to the gym and do 10 pull-ups, right? In an hour. That's very weird. Let's say you're walking 8,000 steps every hour, and you will do this for 10 years. You didn't change anything, but what if you added a little bit of steps over every session? Let's say that you increase the steps that you do over a year by 10%. That means that from 8,000 you go to 8,800 steps. This will compound over the years, you know. This addition will leave you in 10 years with much more steps than you did when you were working just 8,000 steps. So what matters the most is what you do with the time that you have right now. And that's the compounding method. If you just save money every year, let's say you save 1,000 euros or dollars, wherever you are from, that money just stays there. It stays on the side, it gains nothing, it loses value. But if you invest them in some way, instantly those money become more and more and more over the years. That's the compounding method. Not just saving, not just a linear incremental value. In the past, I was compounding in the wrong direction. What I want to say with this is, again, how compounding works. I may ordered junk food 7 out of 7 days sometimes over a week. The amount was the same, the food was the same, but the compounding effect that this had on me, on my inflammation levels, If we check our blood works, we will see inflammation. Junk food was compounding negatively, even if the amount was the same. I was not adding more junk food on my everyday diet, but this had a negative toll on me, that it was compounding long term. If I was doing this consistently over the years, I don't know, I might had, a stroke or blood problems by 10 years after this. Not every habit earns money or burn calories, There are 1 hour sessions that will quietly build something over the years. Let's say you're learning guitar. In 10 years you can play in a band for sure, if you do it consistently and add more steps towards a way. Sometimes stress itself can compound over the years. So if you learn coping mechanisms, you lower the amount of stress over the years. So you end up with a situation where things are easier for you. As we said before, around 2 months in a year are lost on a phone screen. This is insane. We are addicted. It's not even up to discussion. We are addicted. I cannot stress that enough. The whole algorithm is built on an addiction mechanism. Imagine what you can do with 2 months in your hands. I cannot stress that enough for you. So, in essence, it's the same force. Time is time, both ways. Time is spent on your phone. Time is spent in something that you want to build. You can save time by not spending time on your phone, but that time will be nothing if you do nothing with it. Basically, it's the graph that I showed you before. It's a way of showing yourself that you have a lot to offer, not just to you, but to anyone around you. What we will do in the next video, we will discuss how we can use our time effectively, how we can make it compound in the way that we want to, and how we can understand that. Let me show you one more thing. That 10% can give you around 7,000 hours, but 15%, 22,000. You gain 5 extra thousand hours of skills that you've built that no one has built in the past. 20%? Who? It just goes wee. So it's about being proficient, being strict with yourself. It's things that we will discuss in the next video. Okay? Glad that you showed up here. If you if you managed to hear my English-Greek pronunciation till the end of the video, drop a subscribe. It will help me get better. Try to be better in all aspects, the compounding method. And I will see you in the next video where we will discuss basically methods on how we can compound better, what we can do with the extra time that we save while we are not on our phones anymore, okay? Cheers!